Good morning. This is Robert Paltz. I'm real enthusiastic about a new feature from uh, Family Search this week. I'm sitting here trying to get all my screens set up for you. All right, you should be seeing this screen. This week, Family Search announced a new feature. It's in beta test mode, and it's called Full Text Search. And basically, it's an AI that goes through the databases and reads handwriting. It's only for English right now. Uh, I'm hoping they'll get to German real soon. Uh, but and then maybe translation, that would be really neat. But anyway, it's for English. Uh, and it's only in a test mode, so you have to take and go to a special section to use it. And let me get you there. You go down here to Family Search Labs, View Experiments, and you click here. Okay, the first thing I want to show you on this page is this obscure corner button over here called Feedback. Now, all these items are in beta test, and they want you to tell them what you find that's difficult to use or how you would change this. Okay, now when you first get to this page, it'll say try it. I've been playing around with several of these, including this one down here, which I hope to do another video on. Uh, and so now it says go to experiment and turn off. Okay, so the screens change after you try it. So let's go to experiment. Okay, now this is a keyword search. Now, the databases that they have in there are three. One of them's a Mexican database. One of them's a database on wills and probate, and one of them's land records. And believe me, it's extensive. Okay, I'm going through my list of things to tell you. Okay, now who do I want to take and run in here? So let's get this up. This is my research family tree. And what I generally run on my research family tree is these 8 individuals. They have a broad cross section of information. They're like I have people here that are just newly here in the United States. I have people here that have been here for 100 years. So I chose Beverly Pulse first, and I'm using his alternate name, which I got to show you is on here. His alternate name that he uses most of the time is BW Pulse right here. Okay. And so let's go back to this. We're starting this, and we want to put in BW Pulse. Okay. Now, this comes up, and I have, here we go. I have 58,963 searches. That's a little much. So let's go over here. Now we've got a new pop-up over here that says name. So I'd X that out, put that down here. Come on. It's slow. And then I put in up here in keywords. There we go. AANSAS. And say search. All right, now that gives me a search that's a little bit more handleable, usable, or it did the other day. Well, it still gives me 52,000 results, but it gives me Kansas first. It gives me the same results. Now, this first one is GW Pulse. That is actually BW's father, uh, but I'm trying to research BW today. So the example I've set up for you is this one here, and it's the Franklin County, Kansas deed in 1882. And what we have going on here, let's open this up. Okay, and I have this document, and this, you can scroll it up. You have over here, you have the text. This is like an OCR read, but this is an AI read of that document. So it's everything that's on that page. So to get to the BW part, you have to come down here to, it starts about right here. So that's kind of confusing. So the first thing you want to do is you say this is a valid record for your thing, is to take and hold load this into the research log. And you do that, in my case, since I use Zotero for that, you come up here and you use the Zotero applicator. And that has put it into Zotero. Now, let me show you where that's at. Okay, that came in as Franklin Deeds and Franklin Deeds, okay? Since I already had it here, since I tested this thing out for you so I'd see if it worked, it's in there twice. Now, the advantage of this is that when you're doing a research log, you can see that you've already been there. You've already been at a document. So let's delete that one and talk about the data, okay? Get rid of that one. So we only have one in my research log. I haven't done a lot on BW Pulse since I started using Zotero, so this research log for him is pretty lean. You want to see one. Let's see if it's there. 45. Here's one that is more like what I've been very busy on. So this is my research log. You'll see that's got newspapers at different times. It's got all kinds of different information in here. So let's go back to Beverly and show you what information it's brought up. It's got all this information. So if I want to take and make a research log for this, I just do this. I come over here and say generate report. And that generates a report that looks like this. And all these links are hot links, and so you can go to them. And that's your research log. Okay. All righty, let's go back to where we're at. We have this, and we have done it. We have stepped on this. Now we want to download this. So the first, to download this, you click here, and that will download to your file. Okay. And then to download that, this is neat. Let me tell you, to download this over here, you got to be over here and you got to be all the way at the top of this document. You saw me scroll that up and you click here. Now, this gives you two options, all kinds of options, actually. It gives you three options, and include the record. Okay. And download that. Okay. And then for me, when I want to take and save this, I want to save all the source information. So I come down here and I click on the snippet tool. Yeah, come on, snippet tool today. There you go. And you click here and you come up here and you grab this and come all the way across here and grab the date down there. And that then you can save. Where's the save there? Print save. Oh, I'm having havoc from this because the zoom is right on top of it. But trust me, it's saved. Okay. Yes. No. Okay. All righty. So that done. Let's go look and see what we've got. Okay. Now I label my files this way. I have the source file. This is the one that I did with the snippet tool. I have the document itself. It's a JPEG. And then I have the warranty deed document. And that's a PDF. And you can see it's two pieces, the image and the document. Back to how I label things. 0016 is my reference number for BW Pulse, and you saw it all through the file. Here, let me show you. Here it is right here at the top of the file. So you see it right there. And there's also the second part of that is his FamilySearch ID. So you have that is his ID. Okay. Get back to this file. Then I do the date in decreasing order from year, month, day. Okay. And then I describe what it is. And that's my filing system. Okay. All righty. Let's see what else I have on my list here. So I downloaded those. I've done the skip it. Okay. Now the goal was to find where this database, Franklin Deeds, September 4th, and so on, is in FamilySearch. What database is that coming from? So I can write an effective source. And so the first thing I searched on was FamilySearch, Franklin Kansas Deeds. First thing that came up, of course, was the wiki. The wiki's useless. There's nothing in there that will take and help you find this. I went through miscellaneous records. I went through record deeds. None of those. When you go back and you look at this, where did I use it? You look at this. This is the image 189 of 659. So we want to find 659 images in a database is basically what we're looking for. And so I did a second search. Now, this is the way I generally go to FamilySearch. And I did deeds. I got deeds, all types of deeds and stuff, but none of them were warranty deeds. So then I went back and I said, all right, in the world of FamilySearch, they recommend that you search like this. And so what I did was I went and searched on in the catalog. You see, I'm in the catalog, and I come down here and open that up, and I put in United States, Kansas, Franklin. Okay, and searched on that. Okay, and that generates this. And then you come down to land records, and there's 3 of them. And you do this, and you look at deeds, miscellaneous records, and powers of attorney I looked at, but they didn't have warranty deeds in it. You bring this up, and you go scooting down here, and you do a Control F, and you put in 1882, which was the date. These are indexes. They're not useful. I'm saving you some time. And these are deeds, record deeds. And when you get down here and you go actually into these images, these are all quick claim deeds. Just open one up and look at it. That's an indenture, but most of them are quick claim deeds that are in this database. There's no warranty deeds in here that I can find. So I can't find where that database was. Why do I want that? Because my next step is to take and enter this into my Roots Magic and tell it that I've got that done. Well, the one thing I have left is I have the URL for this. So I copied that, went to Roots Magic, and 1882, here we go, miscellaneous, entered it as miscellaneous. This is how I set it up. Miscellaneous, Franklin Kansas, wife selling 1/3 interest in real estate, okay? So there it is, and here's how I wrote the source. And then I copied this. Let's show you more. Here's the master source. And here's the source text. And then you have the citation details. So you can see all this, okay? So that's where I wrote the source. I copied this piece, just copied it. I put it on my crib sheet. I keep a crib sheet on the side almost of the time. And then I went back and I said, look, one of the ways of doing this would be to go ahead and add this to FamilySearch. So I'm back on this page, and I'm going to take and attach this to someone in my tree. And so it says, enter the source right here. And so I have that piece. Let me get it here. Copy that, put it in here. Kind of still have it, that probably was still on the clipboard. Put it in there. And next, person ID is Beverly is right here. And next, and you have succeeded. It's attached to Beverly. All right. So that brings us down to here. So let's get out of this, close this. And now the way all my downloads for from FamilySearch or any other place comes into my composite tree. I don't mess up my research tree in Roots Magic for data that's downloaded from the trees. It contaminates my files. Wait just a minute, we'll get composite up. Composite's where I do fan research, I do what ifs, I do all kinds of things here, and I try to, it's much, much larger than my research tree. It's about 30,000, 20,000 people in it. Okay, let me move that over here so you can see it. Now, I want to go see how that works in FamilySearch. So let's research FamilySearch. I'm in composite. You have successfully logged on. Okay, let me get this screen over so you can see it. We're loading up. And you can see there's quite a bit on Beverly in there, but there's no information in there in the FamilySearch, Roots Magic FamilySearch connection to that on this. On this at all. So there's nothing to transfer over. When I go to sources in FamilySearch, the sources it didn't go into FamilySearch sources. I was actually hoping to get a good, nice, clean source from FamilySearch, and that doesn't work. All right. So what's my next step? So I've I've gone through all that. Let me see, where am I? Okay. Crib sheet, FamilySearch. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay. So the reason for putting it in here in the first place was I wanted it to take be able to build an association because I have key people in here. So I wanted to be in composite and build an association. So let's open up Beverly. No, we don't want to open up Beverly. Anyway, let's close this. Oh, well, no, well, wait a minute. We want to open up Beverly. Okay. To get the item over here, I just copied from research into composite Beverly's file. And hold on just a second. Come on, Beverly. So here's Beverly's file in composite. And let's get down here to that file. 1882. Okay, here it is. And so what I wanted to do was build an association in here. And this is how I did the association. First off, I had to do a buy-sell real estate. And that's what it looks like. So I did a buyer and a seller. And then I put in sentences. Okay. So let's cancel out of that. So I have him in there. Beverly Wright Pulse is the seller. I don't know why it's over there. It should be, why have you done that? Okay. Close that. And the date and Franklin County. So I have the association in there. I associated him with Owen Bagby, who is the purchaser of the property. And that's for my fan research later on. Okay, now the next step is build an association. Okay, the next system is to add it to the filing system. So we go to the filing system for Beverly, and I just cut and paste from my download file into my file here. And 1882, here we are. Here are the files. I here are the three files. I built a fourth file, which I'll show you in a minute, which took and deciphered the transcription so that I could take and actually use it. Okay. Now, that required an update to my timeline. And here's my Beverly timeline. And so we come down through here to 1882. Here's 1882. So this is the way I entered it. I said he's selling wife's 1/4 interest in real estate. It was sold to Owen Bagsby. Here's the URL to the site. So that drops you right into that. So that goes, this is actually on FamilySearch, so it opens it up again. So we go back. Here's the image. Go back. Here's the image with the transcription. Go back. Here's the source document, so you can take and see everything, including the date down here. You have to scroll down to see the date, but it's there. And then here's the revised transcript. I went through and rewrote this and corrected some of the errors that the AI did. Okay. And that's did the filing system. And that has updated the time. Now, when you're back on this search, let's go back one. I was pointing out some of the people that are in my main line that are information that I want. There's a lot of people that show up in this search that are not in my main line. And I don't know who they are. And so what do I do with that? Well, it turns out that I have two FamilySearch or Facebook one name studies. And here's one of them. This is the Bose, Pulse, and Pulse family. So these are Boses and Pulses. And so here's where I put it. I put it in here and let the other guys that are on this site have a chance at it. So I'd recommend that you do that so that people have a chance to take a look at it. And I also have one for the Kern, Hoffmanshek, Gauntz, Bamey, Geyser, Pfizer, and Guest families. And so that's about everything. Let me stop share. Well, let me go over here to Zoom. And we will see you the next time. Hi, did everybody catch my error? I was too busy with the process of doing the recording and not paying enough attention to what was going on. And it slipped down to Otta Kennedy from Beverly Bolts. And I showed you the wrong one. So let's see here. So enlarge this. So this is going to, now we've got Beverly up here instead of Otta. Saw it in the video review. In keeping with my policy of showing my errors and how I recovered. Here it is. And you see it doesn't show up in Family Search. So there's no way of bringing it down now that I've transferred. My only argument or feeling about this is that this is uh, in beta test, and they don't have all this functioning yet. So I actually went to the site and to see if it was there too. Of course, it doesn't appear down in any of these numbers. It says a non-standard place. So I better get that corrected. Well, I can do that sometime. And here's the sources, and it doesn't appear in the source list. Uh, huh. Huh. Oh, okay. Those are unfinished attachments. Okay. So there's some opportunity to take them. Always like this. He was indexed in 1910 as early dude. So that's always fun. I found that by going through every 1910 census in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And so it's not there. So basically, what we've got going on is probably a beta test, and this piece of the beta test is not implemented yet. So I hope you all enjoy this as much as I have. This database, I obviously have 52,000 documents to go through just on Beverly. By the time I get through all 9 people, that's going to be quite a bit. Just one comment: I did this on Thursday, and the numbers were significantly smaller. So something's happened, and they have enlarged the databases that they're searching by quite a bit. So this is a dynamic process, and expect changes as you go along, and really enjoy what you get. I download all these documents to my computer, so I have the documents, so I don't have to worry about losing those. Family Search will catch up later on. I'll keep the URLs. And when this beta test is over and they make this live, I will go back and make sure those URLs are in there. So you have a good one. Thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, like my videos. If you think I'm doing a good job, subscribe. All that helps. Thank you.